I had a reader write a email to me once, and that's always nice. Always good to get feedback from the people consuming your product, right? The end user. So she writes me, and she had read some of my books, more than one, let's say, that she was writing about. This one that was kind of a favorite of mine at the time, still is really, but not one of the better known books, let's say. And so she writes me this email, and she says, she was laying in the tub naked, reading my book, surrounded by candles and everything. I'm like, okay, naked lady in a tub, you have my attention. And she pointed out two things in the story. She goes, when this happened later in the book, was that a reference to this other thing that happened earlier in the book? And I was like, yeah, it was. I'm glad, that somebody picked up on that. A lot of times authors will do that and readers just don't catch it. And other authors who you let read the book early on are like, you don't need to do stuff like that. Readers don't get it. And, some things I just put in there for me. But it's always fun when somebody picks up on something that you did mean to happen, to refer to something earlier or whatever, and they catch it. That's always very satisfying. So then she goes on about this other thing, and she goes, and then later when this happened, was that like it happened to this character and it was a reflection on, this is the plight of mankind and the world and blah, blah, blah. And on that one, no, not even a thought in my mind. No commentary on the world and the status of mankind. Just nope. But who's to say that subliminally the reason I put a piece of story in at a certain time isn't it? For me it's because it fits, but maybe on some subliminal level it fits because it is a commentary on the greater standing of mankind or something. Could be. Totally not intentional on my part. But you never say never, right? And one other thing about that. In a fiction story, your readers are your willing accomplice to your lies. Okay? I didn't say that. Somebody else said that. And you're not responsible for what they read. You're only responsible for what you write. Everybody comes to the story with a different viewpoint. They're in a good mood, they're in a bad mood, they're excited, they're distracted, whatever. You don't control that. So if they see in your story some reflection on the greater standing of mankind, you are like the magician who can't reveal the secret. They're right. It is that. For them it is. And therefore it is.